A friend of mine asked me recently how I like to use the Volca Beats. I've had this for about a year. It is the only drum machine I use. I used to have a different drum machine. I decided it wasn't worth my time. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what I like about the Volca Beats, how I use the Volca Beats. This is not a tutorial. This is just like some stuff I've done with it, some stuff I think is cool. Let's talk first and foremost. This thing is easy as heck to use. Clear the part, I'll get it playing, there's nothing. Slap it on step mode, say, hey, here's the drum you're programming, and these are the beats you're hitting. So, let's talk about one of the known weaknesses of the beats here. The snare kind of sucks. I mean, the kick is fucking awesome though. Love throwing up the decay on there. Of course, obvious trick to get a bit more oomph out of the snare is to just double it up with the clap. I also think this was the first truly analog piece of kit I got. Like, playing with this thing is so simple. Like, you can show anybody how to do that right away and they'll get it. You can do techno with this, right? I gotta toggle that one on, then hit record. There you go. And that's techno, man. So it's awesome. I learned how to use this thing in like a night. So the stutters here, I don't use it all that much. Like, it's mostly fun just to twist up. Something I've tried in the past that you'd think would work better but doesn't work so great is if I change the stutter just to be, if I turn off global stutter, actually, that's kind of got a good swing to it there. Can I record that? Oh, that's sick. All the pitch knobs on this give you a great little like single knob to tweak to do build ups and whatnot. So I'm actually gonna transform this into a hip hop beat by. So we gotta add a bit more kick, right? And then I probably want to do the You want hip hop? 5 and 13, baby. There, the slaps. You can have so much fun with this thing on its own. That's pretty sick. We just used the stutter effect to give us a bit more of a swung hi-hat. Let me show you the other way I've been able to kind of get a swung hi-hat effect. Right, one. So my tempo is super low right now, like 110. We got to get this up to at least 120. A bit too much. So here I am again, doubling the clap and the snare. No, I'm not even using the snare. Who needs it? It's garbage. No. Yeah, fucking let's take this to the techno zone. So it goes, okay. Kick on the 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I have close, close, hi-hat, open hi-hat, and then clap on the offbeat. It's a good sizzling open hat. There you go. That's got some swing in it now. So then what I'd actually need to do is tell it to record the stutter. R2D2's here and he wants to fucking party. So I sat down to talk about how I use this thing and I ended up just playing it because it's so much fun. Like, it's genuinely fun on its own. You can genuinely make some good. You can genuinely make some techno with just this. I'm going to show you some more practical uses I found with it. Practical, I guess. Yeah, it's all music making. If you've been with me on this channel for a while, you've probably been introduced to the B1Xon before. It is a bass multi-effects processor made by Zoom. It has a lot of bass specific ones. It also just has some general reverb and delays and stuff. We're gonna take this down low. Is that her? That's a pretty good hip hop beat. One of the patches I created on this specifically for the Volca Beats to try and get that 24/7 lo-fi hip hop reverb. So if I go into here, what do I got? I got tape echo, of course, some plate reverb. So the tape echo, it's good. It gives it that lo-fi sound. Plate reverb, I just need this to sound spacier. And then I also have a pitch shift on this patch. Let's hear what this sounds like. Very much like we're in a empty swimming pool or something. Maybe I need to make this even chiller. I should probably get the the reason I have the pitch shifter on this is just so I can do this. I don't know, it just gets all distorted and weird. So here's just like a standard reverb. You can tell it's really hitting on the like bass tones in a funny way. Just another standard reverb effect. Like, oh, here's another thing I was playing around with, bit crushing the drum effects. Oh yeah, the pedal is assigned to like a stutter. Run your drums through your effects, man. It sounds cool. So I got my KP Mini here. I'm gonna go to the room reverb, and I'm just gonna make it not 100% wet, which, yeah, a little bit of reverb in there kind of helps. I don't know. Like, if you really want a drum machine that sounds like a drummer, probably don't buy Volca Beats. Let me clear this all. I'm gonna just put in like a very slow and then if I all right, here's this one. Yeah, that's some ambient. So yeah, the impetus for making this video was one of my good friends asked me basically, how do I use the Volca Beats? How do I get around its limitations? He didn't say that specifically, but it was implied. And yeah, mostly, just like, what am I doing with this? When I was planning out this video, I thought I might have a section on running MIDI in from a computer. Like I mentioned earlier, this doesn't really have a way of swinging any of the notes, so you kind of have to trick it into giving you more of a you're kind of stuck with if I were sending MIDI in from a computer, obviously that would be trivial, but I think in just playing around with it now, I showed a pretty decent way of getting a kind of swingier sound. So I mean, I also didn't talk much about any drum patterns. That might be something to, hey, note to self, make a video about drum patterns you can program onto the Volca Beats. Hey, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Josh, if you've made it this far, this video was from something you said to me, so you better be smashing that like, boy. This video is actually the first in a series of videos where I'm describing how I got to my current synth setup, how I got my current techno dungeon setup. So why don't you hit subscribe and you'll come back for yeah. There's actually one use case I've been using a lot lately that I did not show in this video, but next week I'm gonna have a video coming out that'll show off a feature I didn't talk about on this, the Volca Beats, and I'll talk about my second Volca, the Volca Bass. So yeah, hit subscribe, come back for the next one. Till then, thanks so much for watching.